all these people from different countries, different backgrounds, all coming together simply because of their shared passion for something far, far away, yet deeply personal.
Star Wars is definitely building bridges between generations, between nations, between people. And I came here with a good friend and I made even more friends.
I find it's a nice fusion of fighting and dancing. Your intention is not to kill the next individual or score points like kendo. Your intention is to bring the flair, bring the action, bring the dance into the routine so the audience get excited.
I've been doing martial arts for decades, but lightsaber fencing is something completely unique. It blends movement, expression, and connection in a way that feels cinematic.
Action!
And because of QUT Saber Fencing Legion, we're able to start making short films with the 501st members. That project brought saber fencing together with the Star Wars cosplay community. And from there, it just grew.
Like a chorus to finish place.
So the 501st Legion is the world's largest Star Wars costuming group. We have thousands and thousands of members worldwide in every country of the world. And we exist to raise money for charity and to put smiles on faces, really. The 501st Legion regularly goes to children's hospitals, and I signed up to do one of these events and I wasn't quite sure what to expect. And we went in there and there's these kids that are plugged into these machines and they actually can't leave the hospital in beds and things. And we go in there and you walk into the room, there's this kid there and you put a big smile on their face. You think that poor kid, you know, this is their life. And for a moment I can walk into their life and put a smile on their face. And we're all pretty thankful we have helmets on trooping those events because it does put a tear in your eye. And you can, the 501st Legion gives you the ability to go and do something like that. So this was a day that I actually featured in the local newspaper after we trooped at the Toowoomba Library. And I got interviewed for a small segment, and yeah, so there's me and my ARC trooper and a bunch of different kids and things that were there on the day. It was a good day. Yeah. You get given from different troops. You know, we did that one for Cancer Council. So when you put on that helmet, you're not you anymore. You're Commander Cody or you're Commander Makara, you're a clone trooper. And you're that person to the community that you've gone into. You're representing that character. And you're dressed as that character, you like that character, and you want to represent them in the best way you possibly can. And for that hour or 4 hours or however long that event is, you are that character. That's pretty special. I don't know many other hobbies where you can be that character. Star Wars is escapism. It's a time where you can come away from the real world, from reality for a bit, and you guys can go to that galaxy far, far away with your mates, and you can spend some time there.
By joining the 501st, I was then able to go on some troops where the most rewarding things is just seeing the faces of everyone when they see a Star Wars character, especially in public when you don't always expect to see a Star Wars character. There's a lot of people in the community that are a bit more shy, a bit more introverted, and don't have the opportunities to engage with a lot of people. But they always like watching movies, they've got their fandoms, and so it's always a special moment when someone comes up to you that is from a background where they're not normally extroverted and trying to talk to people, but we've had many opportunities where they've come up, they've said hello, they've said, oh, I like stormtroopers and everything like that, and then later on we find out from their families or their caregivers that they don't speak to strangers at all, and it's a very rare occurrence. I would say to people who call us nerds that yes, we are nerds, but we're using our nerddom for good. We'd use our passions for the right things.
People usually approach us, so schools, fates, hospitals, so that kind of stuff may not necessarily have a big charity approach. The school might be raising money at the event to, maybe we get a lot that are trying to put in new playgrounds or update sports courts and things like that. Otherwise, we for our conventions, Supernova, Oz Comic Con.
About getting those type of games.
We love Star Wars. I think that's why we would be here so early in our wonderful passions. But I think for a lot of us, it's giving back.
Where did it all begin? My grandparents had a VHS set of the original trilogy and I fell in love with it. I'd take it home and every time I was sick, I'd put that on, watch through the whole trilogy. Wonderful.
Anytime I see two people sharing a passion and a love for the same fandom and just nerding out together and just, yeah, that's it for me.
I think cosplay communities are very impressive, very good. I think they're a great environment and community for people to truly express themselves, and that's what cosplay is. I think it's an ultimate form of your expression. It's a walking art show. You can walk through conventions, pick a franchise, and someone will be wearing it out of the hundreds and thousands.
When you make the cosplay yourself, it's like I say, it's all on you. You have to find people that can help you out to build the cosplay. Then you have to paint it, you have to display, and you have to become the character. It's not just putting that's a costume. A cosplay is different. You're playing a character, not just putting something on. And I think that's very important, and I just love it. You just escape for a second into this galaxy or universe, and you just have fun.
Getting people together is difficult these days, especially it's a commitment, it's discipline, outside work, outside school. From the cosplaying community, fandom, lightsaber enthusiasts from Australia, Japan, Taiwan, America, all over the world, all sharing this love to become its own galaxy. The passion, the fun, and simply a hobby that they can escape from reality. I never thought picking up a lightsaber would bring me closer to people. But here we are, surrounded by all these friends that we've made through the passion for movies.
Okay, let me interview you. What got you into Star Wars?
I actually got into Star Wars because my dad is a big fan of it, and then I want something in common between.
That is really beautiful, man. And like basically, you try to connect more with your father, and you did it through something that you also like, both of you.
And now it's just becoming where I'm shooting all these cool things with, like, Star Wars short films, this documentary, and then I get to share with my family and be like, oh, look at this cool thing that we made. And
you need to answer these questions in film.
I will interview myself later.
No, you need somebody to interview you to make it more like,
Yes.
honestly. But that's a beautiful story. That's really good. That's great.